Hi everyone, this is Gina Bohannon with Stamp Time Somewhere, and I am excited to bring you a new tutorial showing you some of my latest My Digital Studio creations. So this is the card I wanted to work on today, and I will show you how to make it, and it is featuring the new Pocket Card download from Stampin' Up! That was released last week, and in case you don't know where to find that, it is right here on your Stampin' Up! Main page, or when you go to My Page. All of the most recent downloads are here on the right hand side of the Stampin' Up! Page. So the one I'm showing you today is highlighting a card from the free No Regrets Pocket Cards digital download. Okay, the number is right here, 133387. Okay, let's get back into MDS and let me show you how I created this page. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to do is, let me come over here to my blank one, and I chose my embellishment. And what I did is, because that comes as a one-page template, so I added from the other template pages, I went in and I actually cropped the cards so that I could use them as individual items. So let me come down here, and this is the pocket card that we're using. Okay, I chose my color combination based off of the Pool Party, and in order to do that, I just looked in the color combinations over here in our Design Center. So for a background page, I chose a color I haven't used in a while, and that's Crushed Curry. I love having access to colors that I don't have in my regular Stampin' Up! Stash anymore, one of the big benefits of My Digital Studio. And I'm a texture girl. I really like texture. And so if you know me, or if you've been following the blog at all, you know there are two downloads that I think are absolute necessities. And one of them is the Natural Composition overlays, and I use this one a lot. Let me go ahead and drag that over here. And I'm going to change the opacity of this so that it's not quite so much of a contrast, and it really gives you that look of crumpled paper. Isn't that cute? Yes, I use that one a lot. And I wanted a little bit extra oomph in the corners, just kind of give it some pizzazz. So I used the decorative overlays here. And let me scroll down to that one. And this one that has the flourishes in the corner is a really cute one. And now I just added it and you don't see it. And that's because this one's sized for like a 12 by 12 scrapbook page. So I'm now going to shrink this down. And this one I shrink down manually just so I can kind of get a better idea for how it's going to sit on my page, rather than resizing it with a little number. Okay, go ahead, and there we go. Okay, just a little something in the corners, kind of dress that up a little bit. But in my sample, I have that in white, so let me go ahead and change the color for you real quickly. Part of the fun of having a lot of things downloaded in My Digital Studio is it does slow it down a little bit sometimes. That was really bright contrast, so again, I'm going to go ahead and lower the opacity a bit. Okay, and there you go, just a little extra added detail in the corners. And come back here and grab my embellishment. Okay, the Beauty of Life. Okay, now this was one that I wanted to make a little bit larger, and in order to make sure I have it exactly where I want on my card, I'm going to come up here. This little tool right here is our Align Objects, and I'm going to center it vertically on the page and center it horizontally on the page. And I will admit, I am an MDS nerd, and when it doesn't move very much, I get all kinds of excited. Okay, let me take a quick look real quickly here at the original. Okay, so you can see we've already done quite a few steps of adding the background stamps and the main image here. Okay, let me come back here. One of my favorite features in MDS2 is this little add splatter feature here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm using the splatter from A Split Second, but if you don't have that download, you could definitely use one of your standard ink splatters that comes in the software. Go ahead and apply. Okay. I'm going to change the color of that to coordinate with my project. And I'm actually going to use Island Indigo. Okay, move that down here. Okay, and again, just going to resize it so it fits a little bit better in my space and change the opacity of it so it looks a little bit more like just a splattering of the ink. Okay, now this is where I really wanted to jazz things up a little bit. So most projects look better with a little bit of bling. So I'm going to go into the basic pearls and rhinestones and add a medium-sized rhinestone right here on the eye in the word life. Okay, and I'm just going to eyeball the placement of that one, and that looks pretty good. Okay. Now I wanted to add some more embellishments like I would in a normal card. So in my punches, I used the Comfort Cafe banner, but there's quite a few different banners that come with different downloads. Okay, and I'm just going to make this a long and skinny, kind of a paper ribbon. And I'm going to come over here and rotate it 90 degrees. Bring it down here and continue to resize it until it is the size that I would probably put if I were creating a card with my regular paper. Okay, now I love the color combination of like yellows, different yellows, mostly summer starfruit, but the crushed curry works great, the pool party, and gray. So oops, I want to go ahead and do a paper fill on this ribbon, and I am going to use the small polka dot in basic gray. Go ahead and fill that in, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I get more of a polka dot look, and just kind of eyeball that. See, pick a zoom level that you're comfortable with. There we go. I like that. Okay, and now I wanted to add a ruffly ribbon here because I thought that would look really cute. And sometimes I forget the names of the ribbons that are over here in the resource palette. So one of the nice things we can do is use our global search feature down here in the bottom right corner. And I know it's an embellishment, so I'm going to uncheck everything else. And I'm going to look and see if I have anything in crushed curry. Let's take a look, because this is how I would normally design this. Okay, and we've got crushed curry, grosgrain, and polka dot, and there we go, taffeta trimmings. I love this download because it really gives a lot of depth and dimension. Okay, going to resize that a little bit. But if I were to resize it exactly to the dimensions that I want, it would get a little bit small. So I'm going to actually make it a little bit bigger again. Okay, just by dragging the corners. And I'm going to crop it. This is one of the new features in MDS2, and I love it. So to give it a quick crop, I'm just going to come here, hold my left mouse button down, drag my box, and that's going to let me keep the size of the embellishment, but not have it quite so long. Add that over here as well. Very cute, right? But on a real card, I wouldn't leave that just, it looks a little unfinished. So again, using my global search feature, I'm going to see what buttons I have. And let's just take a look and see if I have anything in Island Indigo. I'm just typing in Indigo. You can also just type in Island. Either way. And okay. This looks like a cute, oh, You know what? Let me do this. Let me see what I have. I know I chose Island Indigo a little earlier. No, let's stick with Island Indigo. And let's add this button. Sometimes it's fun to be able to have all these different supplies right at your fingertips. It's one of the things that I love about My Digital Studio is that you have instant gratification, and I definitely love the instant gratification that I receive when I download, and I can use it right away. Okay, so I'm just going to place that little button there, and so that my little button doesn't look like it's just sitting there, I want it to look like it's tied on. I'm going to use a baker's twine bow, but you could also use a ribbon bow. And this one in basic gray is the perfect coordinating color. Okay, drag that on here and resize it so it looks like it belongs on this button. And there you go. There is a quick and easy card using the free download from Stampin' Up! Offered last week. The No Regrets pocket cards. So they aren't just for pocket scrapbooking. One of the great beauties of having My Digital Studio is that you can use it for exactly what you want. And I hope that you learned something today and that you enjoy this project. And thank you for watching my video. Make sure that you continue to come to my blog, Stamp Time Somewhere, so that you can continue to receive more My Digital Studio inspiration. Thank you. Have a great day.